Welcome to another episode of Pistons of Fury. In this episode, we're building some custom cooling pipes for our LS swap in our 1966 Dodge Coronet Mopar station wagon. Okay, so in this episode we are tackling the cooling system in our LS turbo swap, and the interesting thing about this build, well, I guess there's a lot of interesting things, but the specific thing that I'm doing here is I'm using a swap radiator, kind of universal, not really intended for this application because this application is super one-off. And basically what I need to do is, instead of going over to O'Reilly's and trying to find some long, super curvy rubber pipe that'll fit, basically tie my water necks together, I'm going to be fabricating that out of mild steel. Initially I had concerns about that potentially rusting down the line, but if you think about it, the blocks in these engines are iron half the time, if you're not talking about like LS1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. So we're talking about iron blocks. Coolant has properties in it that prohibit rusting of parts, so I think we're going to be okay. But just in case, I actually got, for my lower hose where a lot of water will sit all the time, I've got a stainless pipe only because I needed just a 90-degree bend for that. For the upper pipe, I'm going to have to fab up, just like I did with the intercooler pipes, a piece that kind of snakes through the front of the engine just to avoid some of the other pipes. So I'm going to get started on the top and we'll go from there. Okay, quick update on where we are. So I have this pipe pretty much mocked up here. I'm actually not going to finish it right now because I actually got the wrong size coupler for this. So LS engines, fun fact, we've got 1.25 inches here on the top, and then we have 1.5 inches on the bottom that comes out of the water pump. On the radiator that I got, it's actually 1.5 inches up top and 1.75 inches in the bottom. So this radiator is kind of set up for traditional small block Chevy, which is 1.5 inches, 1.75 inches. So what I have to do is probably just buy some, what are they called? Just like adapters, right? So they'll downsize from 1.5 inches to 1.25 inches, and then I'll be able to purchase another elbow, which these things are adding up, to go from 1.25 inches to 1.25 inches. So I'm going to leave this tacked up here, but basically what I'm trying to do is just keep the routing kind of parallel with my intake pipe so it looks nice. You know, again, just one of those things, doesn't cost any extra money to kind of do it right and make it look good. So I'm just doing that. So this one's pretty good, tacked in place for right now. I'll order that coupler and finish it by the end of this video, but that is that part for today. So now I'm going to jump down here and try to work on the bottom. Again, I don't have something else I need to order, which can't quite see. Oh. So that right there, that's the stock thermostat housing, which currently shoots or directs right into my downpipe, so that's not going to work. So I just need to get a straight out outlet for that thermostat housing. So I'll do that, and yeah, actually maybe I'll wait until I get that to fab the down so that I don't have to do this twice. But yeah, so actually I'll do a little bit of prep work, prep for the bottom, and then I'll pause, get those other things, and we'll wrap this up. Okay, so that is a wrap for this episode. Where we are is I basically have this 90-degree stainless bend down here at the bottom. I got the correct silicone coupler, and I got the correct clamps, so that all connects now directly into the block. Or, well, I still have to put that last coupler on, but that will basically connect like that. It's just a straight shot. And then the top piece here, which now has some surface rust on it. So yeah, I'll finish cleaning this up, or finish welding it up, and then clean this up when I come back and pull this engine out to paint it and clean it before final installation. So that's a wrap for this episode. Cooling pipes for your LS made out of mild steel and not rubber that actually look nice. There you go.